This was Restroom, the Mexican restaurant. The Mexican food was really, really good. Um, you know, the last restroom that I showed you guys, they kept it really, really clean, and they took care of it quite a bit. But this restaurant, this restroom, it's not so clean, not really at all. Um, but it had a lot of soap. It had two things you could dry your hands off with after you clean your hands. Um, it's the urinal right there. It says out off order. I've never seen a urinal that's out off order. But anyway, it was a good thing. I might as well just. I figured, well, I'll just use the toilet there to go to the restroom. So I did, and I just wanted to clean around the toilet. I even did that. I even do that on clean, very clean looking restrooms. Because bacteria is kind of invisible. You can't really see it. Unless it's really bad. But you can see here there was horizontal bars to grab onto, lots of horizontal bars to grab onto. So that you could have used that if you needed to, but I didn't really need to because I was able to just um, scoot up in my wheelchair and kind of catheterize directly into the toilet. Um, uh, I actually grabbed a little bit of extra toilet paper by accident. But what I do afterwards is I wet the toilet paper and I just clean around the rim of the toilet. And then I use the toilet paper to flush the toilet, because just because, after you get done using the restroom, then you flush the toilet and your hands are dirty, So anyway, I'm using toilet paper. I use toilet paper also to turn on the water, and I don't have brakes on my wheelchair, so I had a difficult time pushing the soap dispenser, but I did get the soap dispenser. Just I did get the soap onto my hands, and I washed my hands pretty darn good afterwards. And then after that, after I get done washing my hands, then I get my catheter and I clean out my catheter. I get it squeaky clean. I make sure that it feels squeaky clean. Then I blow through it and see if I can get all the water out of there. And then I use the toilet paper to dry off or to turn off the water. And then I'm using the toilet paper again to dispense paper towels so that I can use that to use the paper towels to dry my hands. Uh, they had they had a paper towel dispenser there to dry your hands off. But then, in addition to that, then they had an air dryer. And so what I did was, and it's always very important to get your hands really dry even in between your fingers, because you don't want any yeast infection or anything like that growing in between your fingers. Um, I used the air dryer here, and I was also interested in using the air dryer because it can, of course, you can dry your hands, when you rub your hands together and you dry your hands. But then I also wanted to see, because you can use the air dryer to dry your hair, dry your face or dry your hair. Say you want to just kind of splash some water on your face and just kind of wake up. Uh, then what happens if you want to dry off your face, and you don't have paper towels there. Although this place had paper towels and an air dryer, and an air dryer. But so what I needed to do actually was I needed to let the flap close let my hand go, and then push the button, and then some air got dispensed. I also use the paper towel to open up the door handle.